Hello there. Let me just get a couple of things situated here. We are going to start with the hello Mark, welcome. Uh Mona and Roccia share a JPVA. They do share JPVA. That is true. They do share the same voice actresses in the Japanese. That is indeed very true. Um I am just trying to get this set up real quick. We're gonna start by watching the Roccia trailer once I figure out where I put the thing. There we go. Um, we're gonna start by watching that because I obviously want to see how they're presenting Roccia before I jump into her story quest. Of course, we have seen Roccia already in the main quest, and I like what they did with her in the main quest. She had a fairly minor role, all things being said. But I think that also very much fits her character, at least from what we've seen, because we kind of know her already as a bit of a shy, more reserved character, which is interesting considering that she is part of a, you know, troupe of actors. Um, but I like what they did with her story because when they first showed her marketing before Renacita dropped and they showed all of the characters, I wasn't all that into Rocha. I think like Rocha and Phoebe were the ones I was kind of like, eh. But as the story of Renacito went on, I started to really like Rocha more. And it's like, yeah, you know what? She's a cool character. She's all right. And I'm actually very interested in Phoebe's character because I feel like we're going to get some more moral I don't know, I feel like conflict with her. She has more inner conflict, I think, than a lot of other characters. Phoebe does. So I'm really looking forward to like doing a full analysis on like whenever Phoebe's trailer drops. Rocha, I feel like, is going to be a little more played by the book, kind of, but I am curious to see how it goes. Yeah, more conundrums instead. Yeah. The show begins. It's gonna begin with old Arocha here. I have some ideas of how I think this is going to go. One of the things Kuro has been doing in their trailers since the Camellia one has been when they show combat and everything, having the playable character actually fight in the trailer the same way that they fight in the game. They did that with Camellia, they did it with Carlotta. I'm fairly certain they're probably going to do it with Rocha as well, and I think that's a good thing. We'll see if that actually happens. But I do think that's going to be what happens here with Rocha, which is going to be a cool touch. But I'm curious to see how they further develop her character as well and her relationship with the Fool's Troop. So let's jump on in here. I'm probably going to be quieter, probably the first time running through it, and then we'll kind of jump back in and look at things. So let's see what we got here. I might pause here and there though. If there's like something specific I want to point out.
Everything the light touches will be yours.
Gaze all around on a realm of pure creation. But
Music.
a sky of gloom bears witness as the bells of the convent chime. All you once had made is proof now of your crime. You've got no destination. Run, though you might not get away. You can only guess how far your feet will go, but you know what happens. Yes, you know what happens if you stay. Drawn to a hope in the distant scene, escape is an endless road. Send up a prayer that some good comes from the eager seeds you've sowed. But the drinks and storm the stage. It's the final act before the curtain call. Let that dance keep going. Paint on canvas flowing. Let the song keep rolling on the page.
When the spotlight graces the stage once more, we shall return.
Okay, there's definitely some interesting stuff to look at here. The music, yeah, the music is amazing, and there's so much in like the actual lyrics. I feel like I would legitimately need some time to analyze the lyrics to catch a lot of the things that are being referenced there, and just some of the visuals being referenced right away, right? Like, there's so many references to like various movies and things. Obviously, this is Lion King. Everything the light touches will be
Light
yours.
touches will be yours.
This is Lion King. We've got a certain meatball dove into analyzing the music, and he's amazed. I'm not surprised. I don't pretend to be able to analyze the music at a same level as many people who watch this. I even mentioned this in my other video. I don't have a musical background. My background is in literature, and even then, I have the memory of a goldfish, so I do tend to forget things. I'm sure there's probably freaking Shakespeare quoted in here that I've likely missed just because, one, I kind of don't like Shakespeare, and I try to avoid it when I can. And two, I just probably forgot because I've had to read a lot of Shakespeare in the past. But some of this stuff, like, I just want to stop for a minute and kind of look through some of these paintings here because I'm sure there's references to like classic films or plays that I am not going to get. Um, like this looks like right here, like a sort of star-crossed lovers kind of a thing right here, like a Romeo and Juliet kind of a situation. But also notice that it's her and Pero throughout all of the opening things. It's pretty much just her and Pero, and it's pretty much just her and Pero throughout a lot of it.
On a
Um,
realm of pure creation.
the realm of pure creation. When I was hearing this, I was thinking realm of pure imagination, which I'm pretty sure is Willy Wonka. That has that, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Um, I wonder if that's being referenced there as well. We get to see, like, again, all of the stage people here, her and Pero kinda in the middle. There are a lot of shouts out to classical and Renaissance paintings. Probably not surprised with that either. Again, I'm not gonna necessarily know that because I did take a few art history classes when I was still an art major in university, but a lot of them, I remember a good chunk of it was actually focusing on architecture more than anything else. Like architectural history and stuff like that. Like this one, okay, this I do recognize. This is the, oh, what is it? It's the woman with the freaking, I know what this is and I'm blanking on what it, I would not be able to find it with a crap. This is gonna sound stupid. I know that it's a freaking painting you can get in Animal Crossing, but I know what painting it is. I just can't remember the name of these. I don't remember a lot of the names of some of this artwork. I would have to do a little bit of research to remember it. Um, and I swear, like all of these things coming to life just kind of reminds me of like Beauty and the Beast, honestly. Um, Girl with the Pearl Earring. There you are. I knew it was Pearl something. Um, yeah, Girl with the Pearl Earring. Yeah, that is a pretty easy one. Again, not sure. This is just reminding me of Romeo and Juliet, but I'm pretty sure that's not what's being referenced there. Um, why does that girl almost look like Cecilia for a moment? Um, Yeah, there's definitely a lot to be analyzing with the art, but again, think about it, the references to classical art and the classical, music and stuff, it's obviously a nod to just, like, the history of stage performances and the arts. These are the troupe of fools here, and this is an interesting thing, the troupe of fools, from a literary analysis, because you see this idea of fools being the characters who are actually the wise ones throughout literature in multiple different cultures. Shakespeare does it. King Lear is a good example. The tragedy of King Lear has a fool who very much is sort of the wise character, but is presented as like the court fool. Um, a lot of East Asian literature will do it with the sort of the fool sage, the guy on the side of the road who pretends to be a babbling moron, but turns out to be this great sage kind of a character. So this is done in a lot of different cultures, and so we see here, Renacita does it with its main story with the troop of fools. They are the ones who are in the right. Um, and we see that throughout the story. And of course, again, they're fools, but obviously referring to other like Italian theater and stuff too. Um, the far right one is like Phantom of the Opera reference, or maybe Castlevania. Probably Phantom of the Opera. I highly doubt they're referencing Castlevania. Castlevania is probably referencing Phantom of the Opera. Which I've seen Phantom of the Opera, but it was many years ago. I was in like early grade school, I think, when I saw Phantom of the Opera. So yeah, it has been a very long time. Actually, some of this stuff I actually think Freya would probably know a good amount on because I know she does obviously like Broadway and theater and stuff like that and musicals. She would very much know this pretty well. The Birth of Venus is lower left. This one's a little hard to see. Oh yeah, because I no, I think I know The Birth of Venus. I have seen that one. It's a little I wasn't really looking at that one because of the head in the way. I do know Birth of Venus. That was one that I think I did look at in a art history class. Uh Is Birth of Venus in, like this looks like a seashell. Isn't Birth of Venus in, like, a flower, or am I misremembering that? I might be misremembering that. I'm not sure what this one is because we just can't see enough of it. I'm not sure what that one or these ones are. And again, this one seems to me Romeo and Juliet like. So I think that the only ones that I would probably be able to recognize, now that you mentioned Birth of Venus, I do see that one is just her head's in the way. This one I knew I couldn't remember the name of the actual piece though. I probably wouldn't have gotten Phantom of the Opera because I haven't seen it long enough, and I have no idea what the other, like, 3 here are. Um, but yeah, this is and again, then them coming alive, honestly, it's very theatrical, but also
But a sky of gloom bears witness as the bells of the convent chime. All you once had made is proof now of your crime.
and think of the lines there as well. All once you made is proof now of your crime. Like, think about this in the terms of the story of Renacita. These are the people who put on performances, and if you remember, from the story, sometimes these playwrights, these actors, would put on performances criticizing the leadership, and under the Holy Maiden, reform would be made from that. But after if Enrico takes over, then the pilgrimage starts being used to exile people. So all of this stuff that they did, all of these arts that were banished by the order after Fenrico takes control now is proof of the troop of fools' crime for their exile. Um, so that is an interesting little touch that they added in there. Could also be a painting of the devil and the woman on a couch called Nightmare. Isn't Nightmare is the one with like are you sure it's the Nightmare? Because I'm thinking, isn't Nightmare the one with the woman sleeping and the horse head like sticking through? Um, or am I misremembering the name of that piece? Um, And this is an interesting thing, right? Because this is all the people getting, like, eaten by the paintings and everything, and then later on, we get this, which we get all of the again, the very theatrical running and the music.
Run, though you've got to know destination.
Hold up. This as well, like, where are they going? They're exiled. They can't go anywhere. They can't escape. They have literally no nation. The entirety of Renacita has abandoned them. So like the connection to their stories there, very musical. Like with the, I know this is gonna sound stupid. Well, the music is musical, but no, it's very much like it's from some sort of musical. Um, I don't know if I'd necessarily say opera. It's not what I think of when I traditionally would think of opera, but maybe it is. I'm no expert in all the types, but it's very much a musical kind of style in my mind. Um, you get them running and all of that. Uh, this again with like the brooms and everything, it reminds me of Beauty and the Beast when the whole like castle and all of the things comes alive. But with the eating of the people, right? We see that. We see here also Roccia.
Guess how far your feet will go, but you know what.
Roccia once again doing what she does in the actual game when we get to play her um during her the little trial during the main story, and obviously now that she's out during the trial as well. So we get to see her just go whoop, smash. So very much doing that, keeping in line with the other trailers of recent where they're showing the character's fighting style. She doesn't break bridges though, but that'd be pretty cool if we had that. Um, and we get to this part, which is interesting because this again, now they're at the penitence end.
In the distant scene, escape is an endless road.
These are the people. It says, drawn to hope. Let me go back here. Drawn to a hope in the distant scene, escape is an endless road. Like, this is the people who went forward, perhaps, with the penitence, with the pilgrim, because we know what happens to them in the end. We've seen in the Sonorosphere the sunken ships of the pilgrims. If you go around Penitence End, you can find multiple crashed ships. And the people who actually do go up to the top of that mountain get killed by the dragon. So this could easily be referencing that. They sit there and they follow this hope of redemption, but they're not being redeemed. And then we get the other very interesting thing here with Roccia. All of these people are becoming these pebbles that line the beach here. Very beautiful ones as well, but possibly again just referencing the beautiful hopes of the people. Uh and we get this interesting part with Roccia kind of losing herself to the same thing, to the despair. And then we hear Pero and then Roccia, you hear various voices, one of which I'm 99% sure is Brant. So this idea of her not being alone anymore, because throughout most of this, we've seen her be alone. It's just her and Pero, even in the acting scenes. It's her and Pero, and then we only see her with other people here looking up at these pictures that are quote unquote proof of their crimes, likely referencing that these other people were the people sent on the pilgrimage with her, who then died, and she was probably the only one who made it out of her pilgrimage. I don't think Brant was necessarily on the same pilgrimage as Roccia. Maybe they were, and they both kind of got away. And they were on the same pilgrimage, or maybe Brant was there first. We don't really, at least as far as I'm aware, have enough background to know, who came first or if they came at the same time kind of a thing. I'm assuming, considering what's happening here and the voices, that Brant probably came first, had already been involved in establishing the base at Penitence End, and then was able to save this girl. Uh and then we get, her with Pero. And now we get to see what can only possibly be Roccia being late for a plane and needing to get through the TSA to get onto the plane. Because my lord, just imagining her running with this suitcase through an airport, just whacking people out of the way. Metal detectors, screenings. Nope. We got a flight to board.
There's a rebel anthem rising.
But again, kind of similar to, I don't actually know she does this. Does she do this in her actual, and I'm gonna turn this down a little bit, it's a bit loud. Um, does she do this in her actual animation, like, the spinny thing with the arms, like Camellia almost? I know she goes up in the air and comes down, which we saw, where she basically turns into a trampoline, but I don't know if she does the spinny thing, I don't recall that. Also, again, lyrics, we have, "There's a rebel anthem rising." Well, that would be the troop of fools who, again, makes me believe Brant had already been there and picks her up and brings her to be part of this rebel anthem that's rising. We get to see that rebellion happening in the 2.0 story. So, once again, highlighting that again. Mm,
Join the ranks and storm the stage.
again, ranks and storm the stage being Renacita. So, very much referencing that.
It's the final act before the
Yeah, we do see some of her, like, jumping things.
keep going. Paint on
Yep, because she's very much just up in the air, jump, jump. And then we have this, which is like the pebbles of all the people who seemingly have perished on this pilgrimage. The memories of them. Though, of course, not all of them. Is this. Now, maybe the question is, did they perish? Because it shows Brant and them there. Did these people who became these specters perish? I want to say yes, but maybe it's just saying that they disappeared from the memory of those at Renacita to become these troop of fools, these unknown people. Because the past laureate, what's his name, Bernardino or something like that? I can't remember his exact name. It says something about how he's gonna fade from history and just become this enigmatic figure that nobody really knows about. Maybe that's what's being referenced here with the fading away into obscurity instead of the like death. And that's also a possibility. I think there's maybe a couple of ways to interpret that. But here we then get actual picture, all of the fools and everything, which really then just highlights again the close knit nature of this troop. So there's a lot of stuff here. I think again, if you're more invested in theater and opera and stuff, you're going to get more out of this than what I am able to, because just frankly put, I don't have that kind of musical or theatrical background. I am more like very obscure literature, and obscure philosophical texts more than anything. Anyone want to do references to freaking Symphonium or something like that? Like, I'll be able to get those references. So I needed water. Um, but yeah, this is really cool, and I wonder again if this painting is referencing something as well. You think here theme is found family is expanded on the story quest, or her theme of a found family? I'm sure it is. When I loaded into Wuwa, I basically got like a call from Roccia who's like, "Yo, I need to give a speech, but I'm shy. Help me." Is basically the gist of it. So I'm sure that her speech thing here, we're gonna help with that, because again, she is, interestingly enough, presented in terms of the story, at least in game, as a very shy character. Yet we have this in the spotlight, and she is a character who is on a stage. So that is interesting to see how they play off of that. Though I guess a lot of introverted people do take on, how do I put this, stage like or spotlight like careers and hobbies and things. I mean, just look what I'm doing. I'm a person who's extremely introverted, but here I am blabbering on the internet, publicly. Uh, there are plenty of people who are in theater and whatnot who are generally rather introverted off stage. So it is an outlet for social expression without necessarily interacting constantly with society. Um, so yeah, I am curious to see more about their family dynamic and things like that, and more development on honestly Rocha and who and what Pero is. Like, is Pero one of these? Because we know during the main quest, there's this like spirit character who is a friend with Rocha and is like, "Oh look, Rocha, you have friends now," which again makes it seem like she's very isolated, lonely character. Is Pero another kind of being like that? Is Pero an echo? Like, what is Pero? We don't really get any real showing of that in the main story. But that's something that I hope we get to see in her story quest more, who and what Pero is. A theater kid Brant managed to get introvert shut in into the drama club. Basically sounds like their relationship to a certain extent. It is quite the quite the relationship between the two, and I'm curious to see how more of this plays out, even with the various NPCs, because we really don't get to see a whole lot with them. We get to see them a little bit if you walk around and kind of explore the Penitent's End a little bit, but when we're on Brant's ship, for example, he introduces the crew and they're all echoes. It's like, huh? Okay. So we'll get to see how this plays out then in the story quest. So hopefully that explains many more things. Let me let's jump into the story quest. Let me make sure I've got this here and turn the turn this up. There we go. Okay. Should be good to go. So this is something that they keep doing. Why do they keep telling me about this 99-cent offer? Kuro, please. No. Stop. This is like the 4th time I've had to get rid of that. Stop. I'm good, man. I'm good. So yeah, we've got our story quest. They brought pincer maneuver back. Oh boy. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't really find pincer maneuver all that fun. It's just kind of the same thing over and over again. Oh, did I do something here? I was doing some of the. I finally finished all of the Dream Patrol stuff, I think. Oh yeah, I was doing some of the last couple of flight challenges I still need last night. I'm almost through all of this. Got all of that out of the way. Whoops. But yeah, we got some various events if we have time to do. I still have yet to do the new tower. Sanhua skin. There is Sanhua skin. Yeah, I don't know what I don't know anything about this event, so I'll have to check in on it. Why is Sanhua here? Like, what is she doing? Also, hello, Abby. Is this voiced? Is this a voiced event? If so, maybe it'll be fun to stream. But these exclamation points. But we are going to the exclamation points are gonna drive me to drinking. We're gonna do first my dailies because they're gonna annoy me if I don't. And second, what is this? Defeat TDs. Okay, fine. I'm finally getting I've started to get some of my daily stuff here in Renacita, which is great. Okay.
Gently does it?
And that is very nice. I like flying places. I honestly think flying can sometimes be faster than teleporting because you can honestly sometimes just outrun the loading screens. I don't know if I'd necessarily have outrun the loading screens here, but you know what? I'm
Quickly
fine
and
with this.
swiftly.
Reborn from ancient roots.
Bye. Camellia, why are you damaged? What? I mean, yes, you're damaged mentally, but, like, why were you damaged physically? Okay, well, that's out of the way now. Now we can finally do, I still have so many, like, little small things that I need to do. Also, guess who never did these story quests? Yeah, I'll eventually get to them. I just had no interest in these characters, honestly. Like, Yinlin, literally, who are you? You don't even show up. Chun-Li, I think I accidentally ran into her story quest at one time and then stopped. I've run into Jian story quest like 3 times and I just have no interest in him. I think he's just kind of a bland character. Okay, but we do have this. This one I will teleport to. There is no point in me trying to fly all the way over there. We'd probably get to the actual, like, area and then have to take a pit stop flying.
Can you keep up?
Victory
God
favors
damn
me.
it. God, how many times I have done that trying to do the grapple thing because you just can't fly off the ground.
Gently does it.
Oh, for love of God.
Quickly and
Oh, look,
swiftly.
we need the help of TDs and now we don't have burst. Never mind. We have Roccia. Don't worry, old man's got this. I love how we act like we can do that in-game. Like, when have we ever done that? Oh, I see we're just opening with that. Okay.
Time to shine.
No idea how to use this character, by the way.
Arrow
No, to get up there. Do the Mamma Mia. What is this?
surprise. Mamma mia. You're bound to. Figure out.
Yeah, the Mamma Mia!
Thank you for coming.
Oh, yeah, I don't feel like I need to do that here.
Everyone's a bit shaken. We weren't at our best.
What is going on here? Like, why are you guys all out here?
Everyone got scared. Most of us in the troupe have had bad run-ins with tacit discords. They just can't shake the fear, no matter how many times we face them. Not everyone's like you.
This is objectively true. We have a very hungry creature in us. But what you say bad run-ins with tacit discords. Is it possible to have good run-ins with them? Like, do you have run-ins where you just kind of look at each other, nod, maybe shake hands, and then go the other way? Like, what?
Pero and I weren't sure if we could keep everyone safe. But watching you in action, it hit me.
Oh, no. She got injured.
Action beats worrying any day. It's like tightrope walking. Just keep moving forward and never look down. That's the trick to staying steady.
Huh.
Everyone's safe now, thanks to you. We should get these pilgrims back to the troop before more tacit discords show up.
Oh, these are more pilgrims? Jeez.
All these people are pilgrims. They've had a tough time drifting here on the pilgrim's sail. Fenrico may be a phony hiding behind a mask, but I'm sure he wouldn't go back on his word as Primus. Since you're the new laureate, I doubt we'll see any more banishments. This pilgrim sail probably left Raguna before Fenrico gave his word.
I thought we saw the last of them go with, Andreas.
I do hope this is the last of its kind. Guys seem in bad shape.
Haven't eaten in days. They don't give you any provision? Or any provisions or anything? Oh, those look like annoying things over there. I think there's a Dream Patrol over there with them. I will just say, like, some of these, like, like, her outfit is really cool. Like, it's very obviously troubadour-like, but it is a really cool outfit. Some of the outfits in Renacita are just really good. What's up, old man?
My hand.
Your hand or your head? What do you...
It hurts like hell. I think it's broken.
You got a spare. Yeah, don't mind Pero. Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna work. Just hold still while Strange Ghost comes out. They really have to explain what Pero is. Oh my god, this face. An anime ghost over here. That is a thumbnail and a half right there. You could definitely do so much with that image.
Pero says sorry. This is the best we can do for now with the supplies we have. We'll take better care of your injury once we're back at our base. Please try to bear with it for now.
I'm still alive.
Yeah, your retirement still has a few years left in it, apparently.
Good. I'm alive. Good. Please, excuse me. I haven't eaten in days.
Every college student. June sucks into being out water and rations from her box. What is in this? You have guns, rations, medicines?
This is the best meal I've had since boarding that ship.
It's the only meal you've had.
Pero says there'll be more tasty treats waiting for you back at our base.
Your arm isn't hurting as much. We can change that. God, I have no idea if you can hear this, but like the neighbors just like turned on a massive faucet, like a shower faucet or something. And I can just hear it go in the background.
We're almost done counting heads first, mate. You ready to head back?
Oh, so she's actually just a part of the troop. That's why she's dressed so differently.
You guys go ahead with our new members. I'll stay behind for another sweep to see if we missed anything.
But we can't just leave you here by yourself.
Don't worry, you've got me.
It's okay. Hera and I do scavenger hunts all the time. We'll be fine. The captain handed me the reins before he left. People's lives are at stake. I can't afford to mess up.
Where did Brant go?
Oh, the laureate. How could I forget? And I guess Roccia is in safe hands.
Her accent is really cool. Like, obviously British, but I swear I've heard other characters. She sounds like a character out of Fable.
Well, make your way back as soon as you're done, okay? I got kitchen duty today. I'll make sure a big bowl of pasta's waiting for you.
Of course, pasta. Heck yeah, I'm gonna make a big bowl of pasta tonight. I've got a few pasta ideas I want to be making.
Let's go over the cabins again, door by door. Some people aren't here anymore. Their stuff's still around.
Loot!
If they brought it all the way on the Pilgrim's sail,
I just walk
it must
through
have
you.
mattered a lot. Things tend to hold on to memories. Looks like Para's found something.
Nah, she's dead. Of course it's a kid. It's always a kid. Some stowaway child. I wonder, is this Pepe or whatever? There's a character that you can find in Renacita, near the what is it, like Hadrian's Gladiator, the picture or whatever it is, right? And if you talk to this conversation, you have like this Visalia guy, I think, this priest, and then this kid like kneeling down, and the Visalia guy, again, I think he's Visalia, Visalia, whatever their names are. He's all like, yo, this kid pickpocketed me, send the kid on the pilgrimage. And the priest is sitting there saying, well, no, it's not what we send the pilgrimage for. It's not just for that. We just have like a different office handle this. But the kid wants to go on the pilgrimage because her brother was sent on the pilgrimage, and she wants to find her brother. And that NPC looks a lot like this kid, who I think is named Pepe. So I'm curious if this is the same kid. They actually did something with that interaction, because if so, that is really cool.
It's faint, but there's still hope. Harrow, come help her up.
God, that thing is so weird coming out of there like that.
Don't worry. Harrow is very gentle.
Freaking Haunter Pokemon looking thing. Harrow carrying the dying girl. Jeez. I returned here. I helped the little girl rest in a medical tent, perform emergency treatment on her, and then we can't read the rest. Awesome. And then she dies. That's the conclusion. I guess it's a good thing that, you know, they have people with medical experience over here. Really thought that's a death flag, to be honest. What?
What took you so long? Come on, grab a big bowl of pasta while it's still steaming.
Oh, heck yeah. What is this? That looks good. There's pizza. You got your classic spaghetti over here. What was that? A little, like, basil on there. A little bit of cheese. That is a scant amount of cheese. Though I do hear that in Italy, they tend to put less sauce and cheese on pasta than they do in, like, America and stuff like that. It tends to be lesser in amount. So, a corn dog in my Italian setting, any pineapple Andy, the troop of fools understand that pizza tropicale does not belong in Rinascita, okay? In fact, that would be the reason why I get banished. It would be the pizza tropicale debate. I would sit there and, like, scream from the tops of the roofs how pizza tropicale is a sin and heresy, and the order would be banishing me because I believe that, no, you cannot have pizza tropicale. It is a blinding blight upon the town. That's what I think of that, Andy. And also, no, I don't think that's an Italian corn dog. I don't know what that is, though. Maybe it is a corn dog. I'm not really sure. Hey, Freya, welcome. How is stream? It's going all right. We kind of just started on the main story stuff. We did like 30 minutes analyzing the Roccia trailer and talking about it. As I figured, which is why I didn't bother making a video of it. I don't have too much to say. I do think that there was a lot in there, but it's a lot of stuff that people more in the theater arts and things would be able to recognize than I can, probably. You kind of have to have a bit of a background in theater, in opera, in things like that, to be able to recognize some of the more subtle references to stuff. I can recognize some of it, but I don't pretend that. Yeah, I even mentioned when I was looking, I was like, yeah, I bet Freya could understand some of this stuff better, or recognize some of the hints and stuff there. Like, I think there was, again, we were talking about references to, like, Phantom of the Opera. There were references to various classical art pieces. References even to, like, Disney and stuff as well. Like, there was a lot of, again, theatrical references and things that I understood some of them. I'm not going to pretend to have the best analysis on that. I tend to look at things and try to analyze them from the perspective of looking at characterization and narrative, more so than every allusion to every piece of media being referenced. I don't pretend to have the deep enough knowledge base to be able to do that. And now we're just discussing pineapple on pizza and how it's a sin and a hate crime. Roccia's face at the sound of that.
Give it to Rover. I'll eat later.
She remarks as she hurries back to the tent. She doesn't look like she's hurrying. Character nuances and archetype analysis is better. If you say so. I feel like you want to try to look, or at least I want to try to look at things in a more holistic way to be able to appreciate everything that the trailer has to offer. But I do think analyzing the character is important. Maybe I'll turn our analysis into a little mini video or something. I can like edit it out and put it into a little video since I'm recording this. That could be cool.
Here, dig in.
Accept food. Let's do it. I'm hungry. You accept a bowl of pasta from the home. It seems especially comforting in maybe it's because of all the energy you burned earlier, because the food just tastes better when enjoyed with company. It says story quest ends. You've abandoned Roccia for spaghetti. Just love how Kuro improved their writing dramatically in 2.0. They've done pretty well with it. There are some things again that I do think they can keep improving on. You just thought you'd stop by. You don't want spoilers, so adios. Oh, don't worry. It's all right, love. I will talk to you later. Have a good day, Freya. Spaghetti. Put down the plate and go inside the tent to help.
I'll come with you. I'm sure they'd appreciate the extra hand.
Dang, are we gonna bring the kid a piece of pizza at least? Like, what kid doesn't like pizza? Yo, more spaghetti? Yo. Number 15, Pizza Hut foot pizza. The last thing you'd want is feet in your pizza, but that might just be what you get. How's the kid? She wants some foot pizza?
What?
Some
She's
pizza?
still alive? Oh, wait, I didn't mean it like that. Back when we checked the ship's cabins, we thought she was already...
Did you not check for a pulse or anything? Like, geez.
Oh, I can't believe myself right now.
Yeah, I can't either. Like, look for the signs of death. That is a terrible sentence, Mark. That's all I'm going to say.
It's all right. We can still save her. We should disinfect her wounds before removing the splinters. No rush. Nice and steady.
When did Roccia become a doctor? Tina Roccia managed to treat the girl's wounds. Her breathing gradually steadies. Yeah, she was just full of splinters.
That was close.
She's past the worst part. She'll recover soon. How about the others, Tina?
Dead.
All fed and steadily recovering.
Oh, never mind.
Even though they're just kind of staring at the ground.
Ground's nice.
Well, they've been drifting at sea for so many days, and now they've washed up somewhere completely new. They're like a sponge that's been soaked in water. All heavy and waterlogged. It'll take a while for them to bounce back. What do you think we should do?
Yeah, we try talking to him.
Yes. We should see if anyone needs anything.
Should put on a massive play for them. You know what will cheer them up? Talking to the most unhinged character in the game. Hi, your arm is broken? Let me break the other. Then you'll know what it's like to truly suffer. Sup?
Feeling much better. Thanks for patching me up.
I don't know why you're still clutching your arm. Bilbo's arm is now covered in bandages and is no longer swollen. Bro, did you cut into your bandages already?
Those pain relievers you used are from Rosemary's apothecary, right? My family used to live not far from them. I'd recognize that smell anywhere.
No, actually, we just gave you laudanum.
Sometimes I think about home. Other times, I'd rather not.
Those glasses were stronger than his arm. Look, man, made from titanium. Which actually, my glasses frames are made from titanium because typically glasses frames are made from nickel. It's cheaper and easier to work with, I'm pretty sure. But for some people, myself included, nickel does not react well. Like, my skin reacts poorly with nickel and ends up, like, making my skin and, like, ears and stuff rash and itch. And you can tell this because if, like, when I had, years ago, a pair of glasses with a nickel frame, like, the area around where they would, like, be on my face would turn green over the time. And that's how you would know that your body's poorly reacting with nickel. It's very common too, so titanium frames are a thing.
I miss my soft couch and the smell of herbs wafting from the apothecary. But those order activities, those boring plays full of codex verses, no thanks.
Yep, we gotta put on a play for everyone.
You know, I bet if the Blessed Maiden were still around, she'd loathe this form of penitence. 1,000 stars light up the air. Freedom blooms like flowers wide. That was her favorite line from an opera.
That's a line from Pegasus.
Exactly. It's about a world where people can choose their own beliefs instead of blindly following some rigid creed. Mandatory gatherings, worship, enforced codes of conduct. They even dictate what plays we can watch and how we should laugh and smile.
Yeah, I mentioned this even going into here. It's like, you know, Renacita is a very rigid theocracy. I even noticed it with the freaking, right when we entered Renacita, or like the first stream of it, I even mentioned it was like the little flying echoes that are looking down on everyone with like the little spotlights. I'm like, that's like something out of 1984. That is not good.
I want to go home. I really do. But Raguna isn't the same place anymore. During our so-called pilgrimage, people played lunacords and flutes. Everyone on board gathered around the star to sing opera and uplift each other's spirits. In those moments, I felt that as long as we could sing freely together, the pilgrim's sail could become my new home. But as we drifted farther out to sea, we faced more dangers, and fewer of us survived. Even our instruments got wrecked.
Fewer of us survived, and man, the worst thing is that we broke some instruments. Yeah, some people died, you know, a lot of us, but those instruments, man, priceless.
And now, there's no way to perform again with what's left of us.
Bro, you have a whole troupe of performers here with you.
I'm lost now. Nowhere to go, and no home to return to.
The brief smile once graced his lips has vanished, leaving his face shrouded in sadness. Huh. Don't worry, Roccia is gonna put on the best performance ever for everyone. I'm calling it. That's how this is gonna end. Like, Roccia and little girl are gonna be the star. For a minute, I thought that was a freaking Sonic casket, and I was like, dang, I missed one in here? How was that? Also, your name is NATO. Hi, Grandpa. What's up?
Hello, sir. Are you feeling better?
Much better. Thank you for the pasta. Oh, that warmth, that taste of home. For a
Yeah.
moment there, I thought I was dreaming.
See, listen. Pasta makes everything better. It makes everybody feel better. always have pasta on hand.
It took me back to margaritas, having the usual from their brunch menu. Ah, that's something I thought I'd get to enjoy for the rest of my life. But here I am, simply because I sang a few lines for Pegasus.
Okay, we're gonna end up performing Pegasus. This is the second time that play was mentioned. Which is also very interesting since the Sentinel, well, the quote-unquote Sentinel is somewhat in the weird shape of a Pegasus. Kind of. It's like a weird Pegasus unicorn seahorse thing. Which apparently, if you talk to a member of the Black Shores hiding out around the Montelli quarters, you'll find that the statue of the Sentinel in the Order, in the Mercurial Cathedral, is not the image of the Sentinel that the Tethys system has recorded. Which, again, wow, lo and behold, as if nobody was able to predict, yeah, maybe the Order isn't actually worshipping the Sentinel, but probably the Threnodian. I know, shocker.
Pegasus. I see.
That's right. Folks on the ship used to perform together, letting the day's mood pick the song. Just had to keep an eye out for the Order. That one was an all-time favorite.
Would you ever get tired of it?
Get tired of it? No, why would we do that?
God, that was very Scottish.
It's a real gem, that one. Lifted everyone's spirits during the hard times. If only the world were like that, where everyone lives freely. I wouldn't have to endure so much at this age. They called it a pilgrimage. But tacit discords pursued us the entire journey. We lost so many. The truth is clear to everyone now. I survived, while so many young souls did not. I didn't even have the strength to take their cherished belongings with me.
Didn't have the strength to loot the bodies. Classic mistake in RPGs.
Everyone has been through so much. All those rules on how to live. Forced exile. Friends gone missing. Barrow.
I love how Arrow is just here. Like, what is this suitcase? This suitcase clearly is not, like... There's an other world in there. This suitcase is basically, I'm guessing, a sonorosphere. Like, this suitcase houses some sort of sonorosphere. There's no way it doesn't with how it looks.
Is there anything we can do to cheer them up?
Pain relievers. Pasta! This is the best choice, in my opinion, but we can do an opera.
Now, what would I do without the laureate around?
Listen, I recommend pasta the most. You want to cheer somebody up, nothing's gonna do it like more pasta.
Medicine for the body, sure. But for the soul, we need something grand.
Like pasta.
Everyone we talked to kept mentioning the Pegasus Opera. Maybe we could arrange a little performance with them and their companions.
I mean, we could, or we could put on an opera about the flying spaghetti monster to then get pasta involved.
It's decided then. The welcoming opera will be Pegasus. Well, traditionally, the troupe always puts on a show for newly rescued pilgrims. It's our way of saying, congrats, you survived. We hope it sets the tone for something better for them. Harrow and I searched through the ship and found what must be their companions' belongings. Some are a bit damaged, but nothing I can't fix. I'll patch them up and we'll use them in the performance. That way, they can be together again. On stage.
She didn't choose the optimal Mamma Mia. What? I mean, we can do this. Or, we could... okay, never mind. I guess we'll do that. I was gonna just fly there in style. Thank you, game. But sure, we can grapple too. Wow, making me do that and not fly in there. Also, there's the definitely not Senora looking Echo over there. Oh yeah, this is the image of the fight that we have. Which is also interesting, because that looks like Fenrico pushing back this. And is that supposed to represent the corrupted Holy Maiden? Honestly, I was not paying much attention to when Frolova was talking during our fight with the final boss here, was the Hecate or whatever. I wasn't paying much attention because I was too busy trying to fight. But apparently there's a lot of Shakespeare referenced in there, lo and behold. But also probably pretty important to go back and look at, because I know she talks a lot leading into there about how the Holy Maiden is actually evil and corrupted. And it's like, I don't know about that. She does not strike me as somebody who is evil and corrupted. She strikes me as somebody who is stuck in a position where they can't do anything that they would want. But we'll see how that goes. Now I just jump into this painting again. Look at those acrobatics.
A
That's
lunacord,
cool.
a prop gun, ship debris, Lucianites. Would you look at that? Well done, Pero.
Yeah, Pero. Why are you able to hold all that?
Not only that, Pero could swallow an entire ship if she wanted to. She can even analyze frequencies and give me the full backstory on all this stuff.
Is Pero basically just Roccia's Abby? Like, damn.
Pero!
What? Dang, I didn't get to get that out of the way to see all
You
that.
see, objects carry people's thoughts and feelings. And what better way to share those than through an opera? What do you think, Rover? When is someone really gone?
Huh. Yeah, you could pick when no one remembers them. This is a very interesting one. I guess to an extent, this, because their legacy could be more than just their namesake and memory of them. It could just be what they brought about. So probably more of this than the first one.
There is some truth to that. Unless, of course, you have a troupe like ours. We'll weave what they stood for into operas and pass them down. Their memories will live on. Beyond high walls we fly, through mist where dangers lie. Over wrecked bows and ships adrift, I chase the golden fleece's gift, under the North Star's light. If only life could be as grand as the opera scripts. Anyway, I'll fix these items up, give them a good shine, and voila! Everyone gets to perform together again.
Nice French. Ship debris. Are we gonna fix this up? Are we gonna build the ship?
May not look like much, but they were once part of countless pilgrims' ships. They carry all the fear and confusion people felt.
Man, this must be a massive waste of, like, taxpayer resources to make all of these ships and send them off knowing good and damn well they aren't ever coming back. Like, making a ship isn't exactly cheap. How many ships does Rinascita have, or Reguna have, and where are they all being moored? Like, we can see ships out by the lighthouse. You can actually fly to some of those, like, tankers outside of the lighthouse. I did it, off stream a little while ago after doing a flight challenge. But those aren't the same kind of ships as the pilgrims ships. So where are these ships being housed?
But they also hold onto their strength. This debris will make a good backdrop material. Or we can scatter them around the stage to help set the mood. Come on, Pero. Let's get them up there.
Go.
That's nice of you. But the troupe doesn't make its honored guests carry heavy stuff.
Well, good, because I wouldn't be able to in real life. I don't like doing physical labor. Oh, that's cool. Carol emerges out of her box and sweeps up the debris on the stage like a whirlwind under Roccia's command. Through a process of disassembling, mixing, matching, and reassembling, the debris pieces transform into the stage props. That is a cool picture. Not to mention the cost of human life for penance. A real-world example would have them pay a hefty amount. Yeah, I feel like real world would just have these people fined into oblivion. It would be a death by 1,000 cuts on a financial level. I mean, we've seen this to some extent historically with, like, the Red Scare in America, and, like, McCarthyism and the blacklist that was placed against a lot of them, actually playwrights and performers and people in the creative arts who tried to speak out against the unconstitutional actions of the Committee of Un-American Activities, which is just like, what the hell does that even mean? You don't like baseball? Is that un-American? Like, what does un-American mean? It was notably vague on purpose. And so these people, they weren't, like, exiled. They were financially ostracized and forced to give false confessions and try to oust their quote-unquote comrades, which inevitably not many had. Now, of course, were there some, like, communist sympathizers and things who did exist? Sure. But by no means did it justify what was done. And honestly, I think the actions of the Red Scare probably led more people to sympathize with the communist movement than put them against it. So, yeah, this is kind of like that, except for them, it's just like, now we're just exiling you. It just seems silly to do that to me, to do that exile, because it's just so costly on the people. You have to build these boats and then send them off, and you're just basically just killing off anyone who dissents. It's such an on-the-nose, direct way of dealing with the problem. Like, you might as well just be Mao and just put a bullet in their head and then charge the family for the price of the bullet. Like, so, yeah, it is a bit silly when it would seem like it'd be smarter to just fine them into oblivion, but hey, this is what Raguna does.
There. That pretty much covers the basics.
How the hell did you turn those boards into rock? It's cool. I don't know what Lucianite is.
Lucianite can be found pretty much everywhere across the Strand, either buried in the sand or washed up by the tide. Legends say each piece is a soul trapped in the Strand. After facing wind and rain, day after day, they start to lose their shine.
Was Lucianite then what we see in the trailer? Those little pebbles that we saw? Like, was that representing Lucianite? If so, that's a cool little thing that they bring back into the story from her trailer. That's really nice. If that is the case, that's a nice little narrative touch there. Then again, makes sense that the Order would just acquire the person's property, since the parallel seems to be like that of the Spanish Inquisition or some sort. It may be, yeah, if they're just trying to go for the property, sure. But I mean, do they seize the property? I don't think we've had any mention as to whether or not the property is seized. If so, then yeah, that makes sense, I suppose, to do that. But if not, then I mean, you'd assume the property would be seized.
We need to collect them before that happens.
They're glittering.
Yes, the Lucianite's glitter is what makes them charming. We can use them as stars that shine in the night sky. As for where they fit onto our stage, Let's set him around the center.
That's really, really pretty. Oh, these are the pebbles that we see. They're in the same general shape as the pebbles. That is really cool that we see them show up again in the main story. That is a very nice touch that you wouldn't necessarily know unless you didn't watch the trailer for Roccia. That's really cool. For placing the Lucianites, Aparo emerges from her box, extending countless tentacle-like arms. She scatters the Lucianites into the air and swiftly ties them with ribbons. In quick succession, the dark stage is filled with brilliant sparkles.
Perfect. Now we have a glimmer of light to illuminate the darkness.
I mean, you still have this blaringly bright background here. I want to change that, Roccia. Give the pet. Oh, found these earlier.
Flower petals. No, wait. They're pieces of a wreath.
Wow, you could have just completely missed that? That's cool.
The residual frequencies hint that it was once a little boy's favorite. He was shoved into a crowded cabin with no idea what had done wrong. He never survived the sale. He didn't grab the prop gun in time. The wreath got blown away, leaving only a few petals.
Huh.
These petals are very delicate. I need some time to think about how to work them into the opera. For now, I'll have Pero hold on to them.
Could you just miss turning that into Roccia? Because if so, that is really cool. I mean, it's fairly obvious, like, how to find them and everything, but to actually turn them into her, that's not as obvious. Players might not necessarily click on the talk to her there. I almost didn't.
The frequencies
That's really
lingering
cool.
in this lunochord tell me that its owner never stopped playing. Not even during her exile. She tried lifting everyone's spirits with song, right up until those nasty tacit discords got her. Now all that's left is this lunochord, minus the strings.
Huh.
Yeah, she kept strumming away, supporting those around her. Wait, I've got an idea. Even without the right strings, we can rig up something else. It can still be used to help people.
Yeah, we can turn into a swing set. It's right shape for it.
All right. Now that all the items are in place, the stage is pretty much set up.
Well, we didn't get to see what she did with the lunochord.
Thank you. I'm sure the sentiments tied to these items will make their grand entrance into everyone's hearts. But I feel like we're still missing something. Maybe the stage isn't bright enough? The North Star in Pegasus is the symbol of hope, after all, so it should be brighter. I remember Filippo said that everyone used to gather under a star and sing, but I didn't find any stars on the ship.
I think Star was a person.
Yes, maybe he can tell us more about it.
I feel like the star was just like whoever was chosen to be the star at the time. Or maybe I'm just dumb. Don't answer that. Aha, now I could fly. You cannot end my dreams of flight. Except when I do that. Sup, bro? Nice arm.
Hello again, Filippo. You mentioned before people would sing under a star on the Pilgrim's Sail, right?
Ah, yes. I can still picture the star's brilliant glow in my head. It was just like the North Star in Pegasus.
Do you know where that star is now?
In the sky, Roccia. We named a star after someone.
The star was Luca's treasure. But Luca...
Is Luca the person? Pero, you were alright?
Para says Luca's awake.
Oh, Luca's the kid. Dang, I was really hoping the kid would be Pepe. I was really hoping they were going to connect that idea together. Not make it a new character. I feel like that would have been a much better choice. Sup, kid? And not kid. Hey, yo, want some pasta? Let's go. Mamma mia.
Mom's special treasure.
Oh, aren't you aggressively British?
The light from the star kept the darkness away. He looked after everyone when we were at sea. We liked to sing around it, just like Mummy did in her plays. She always said the star represents hope. It would keep me safe and protect those around me.
How the hell did this kid get sent on the pilgrimage? Like, what did she do? Like, draw lewd pictures in the freaking Order's Bible? Like, did you sit there and laugh during prayer, not show up to Sunday school once? Like, how the hell did this small child get sent here? And, like, her mother apparently didn't, or maybe her mother didn't. Mother got killed, but, like...
Now I've lost it, and it can't protect anyone anymore.
She didn't think of holy things. Yeah, I guess. She was too busy in church thinking about when she could go home and play Roblox, and like, damn, can't be thinking of that. Frown begins to form on Roccia's face. She wants to comfort Luca, but struggles to come up with the right words. Don't worry, Pero's got you.
Pero says you should rest up, and we'll go find the star for you. But it is too dangerous out there. You already saved me, and Mum said I shouldn't cause so much trouble for others.
Is Mom in the room with us now, Luca? I think you'll be fine.
Don't worry, Luca. It's no trouble at all. You also have something important to do. Rest and recover.
And take your medicine, and eat your vegetables, and clean your room. And when you're older, pay your taxes, which is something I have to do soon. And by soon, I mean, like, probably within, like, the next week.
And just like you said, the star watches over everyone. We're doing it for everybody.
Okay. I'll be good and rest.
What? Did you just sniff that kid? Jesus Christ, Joe Biden.
Pero can sense the frequencies of the star left on Luca.
That was just called shampoo.
Now that Pero is on the right scent, we can start our search.
Pero, that was really creepy. You can't just go around sniffing kids.
We already searched the ship from top to bottom. There wasn't anything that looked like a star.
Maybe it fell in the water.
But I still want to find it. I want everyone to have the chance to perform Pegasus again. And the props we use should be items they've all used before. Things they're familiar with. The frequencies or feelings attached to the items can affect the people using them. They all see the star as a symbol of hope. This positive vibe will get magnified by the opera and spread to more people. So yeah, I'm still going to try and find it. There's always a chance, right? A chance is just another way of saying hope.
Ooh, a prop hunt confirmed? Oh no.
Can I still go home? I want to go home.
I thought at first she said, can I steal a hug? And I'm like, damn. Okay, how the hell do we get out of here again? This is not the way out. This is the way out. You're going too high, Camellia. You gotta thread the needle. God damn it. Now, I know you're thinking I could have just flown. Or, could have just flown. Derp. Could have just teleported. And the answer is yes. But also no. So we get to see our sky, which is just like a crazy skybox. Like, what is all that? Also, there's the Montelli place over there. Like, damn. Like, this is like a weird fabric look. It looks like velvet over there.
The lovely smell of all
No,
my
we're not
prey.
sniffing the prey, Camellia. You're not like Pero sniffing kids. And here. Your Uber has arrived.
Mist.
Can you played hide and seek in?
Yes. The island is covered in mist most of the year. But I just cleared that area not too long ago. And with the latest weather, there shouldn't be any more mist. Battier's out fishing, like always. And our trusty mist detector Lario hasn't made a peep.
Huh.
You're right. Something about this feels uniquely suspicious.
Somebody just chucked some dried ice in the water.
The air is so humid. It's like the mist is standing right next to us, waving hello. A sea covered in veil lay beasts of howling whale. According to Pegasus, we should be careful when there's mist close by.
I think we already knew that according to real life.
We need to find the star before it rolls in.
What about the other dude out fishing? Oh, Roccia and Pero's here. Yeah? Oh, inspect what Roccia found. Oh, I thought it was Pero.
Looks like a piece of ship debris. Pero can store it away. We'll put it to good use later.
Crab! Yeah, you go off finding that. I'm gonna go get some crabs.
Oh, it's a seashell.
Nice.
Clean the seashells, toss them in with some seaweed and salt, and ta-da! Seashell soup!
Hold up. Seashells, you don't eat seashells. Like Roccia, no. So, clean the seashells, okay. Toss them in some seaweed and salt. And seashell soup. Well, first of all, you don't have any liquid base in that. There's got to be like at least some water, some stock, something. Two, you can put the soup in the seashell. There are certainly recipes that would ask you to have like the shells used for presentation with the soup in it. And you can certainly have a seaweed kind of a soup, like a fish soup with like some seaweed and stuff in there. That actually could be quite good. I'd probably consider making that if I could get high quality fish around here without, I don't know, taking out a second mortgage. But putting the seashell in the soup and then eating it, like you could put the seashell in the soup as like the same way that you would put bones in a soup. But you're not going to eat the bones. You can eat the marrow from the bones, but you're not going to actually eat the bones. You use it for flavoring, same way as you would use the seashell for flavoring, except if you're, like, fully washing it. I don't know what flavor you're going to get out of it.
Pero, pack the seashell in the suitcase.
You know how to cook?
Yeah, Pero taught me.
What?
I only know a few simple recipes, though. You'll have to go to Pero for the fancy stuff.
Why are we trusting this thing to be able to cook?
Everyone loves the food Pero makes.
If you say so, Roccia. If you say so.
Finally! Something shiny. Oh! It's a Lucianite.
Oh, dead people.
Well, at least we managed to find something shiny, so that's half the battle.
I like the wolf sounds out there.
Looks like Pero's found something.
Pero is doing a jig.
Pero says she's found the star's frequencies in these traces, but there's something else mixed in with them. The frequencies are a jumbled mess. I can't tell them apart.
Don't worry, let me do some random magic. Oh, never mind, we have a
Didn't know
sensor.
you were this smooth with identifying frequencies. I'm impressed.
We're gonna have to have you eat the frequencies.
It's like the mist has been waiting for us.
Very sentient mist. Also, I don't like them both staring at me. It's like fourth wall breaking.
This isn't the usual hide and seek mist.
Is this to send you back to the beginning of freaking Breath of the Wild Lost Woods mist?
This misty maze is giving me deja vu.
Yeah, me too.
A strange and suspicious smell.
Oops.
It's familiar, but also different. Like a poorly done copy. In Pegasus, the maze is woven from lies and malevolence. Inside, it's as chaotic and unpredictable as a misty sea. There's every kind of monster in there. At the heart of it all lurks an archdemon who's a master of all things evil. It steals, distorts reality, spreads confusion, and plays puppet master.
Sounds like the freaking lifer that we have to fight in the one maze. That thing's annoying.
I wonder if a fellow opera fan borrowed this scene from it. A reasonable assumption. Whether they're playing an archdemon or a hero, after putting so much work into this whole setup, I'm sure they're expecting something in return. In an opera, you can get hope and personal growth. Or the power to deceive and manipulate.
Sure.
You're right. Let's go inside and see for ourselves what the mastermind behind this mess is really after.
So, artificial maze.
I'm picking up all kinds of weird scents.
Mamma mia.
The mist, tacit discords, some kind of star, wet soil, old book pages, broken dolls, dusty junk, hot cocoa,
Oh, nice.
and oranges.
Oranges are nice too.
Always with the tacit discords. A sea covered in veil, a beast of howling wail. Wars. Well, gotta go all out when you're putting on a show, I guess.
Give the old punch.
Mamma mia!
Mamma mia!
Avanti! Figurati!
I love the Mamma Mia. It's great. Again, I don't know if I'm going to pull for Roccia because I simply just don't know if I'm going to like her gameplay.
Let's try another path.
But, like... I do think that she is alright. I do think she's a funny character in terms of her combat. Hey, crab! Okay. Use the sensor. Don't tell me how to live my life.
With your head. Anyone can get lost in it. But hey, at least failures help you find the right path eventually. What's this?
Golden Fleece.
Golden fleece. And it's got the Dragon of Dirge's scent. the Tacit Discords won't go near it. Looks like drag marks on the ground. Seems like someone moved this here not too long ago.
Huh.
We'll improvise. Mamma mia!
Ow. Forgot about these damn cubes, and they have their bouncy attacks too. Very annoying.
I'll warm up the crowd. Otis it is.
Oh, break things. I guess this is kind of like prop hunt.
There's another one here. Just as I thought. Golden Fleece seems to be the universal antidote to Tacit Discords.
Oh yeah, if they've got a dragon scent on them.
Seems like someone put them here on purpose. Were they trying to force the Tacit Discords onto a specific route? Or were they trying to drive them away and create a safe path?
I'd assume the answer is probably a bit of both on that, because they force them onto a different path, and then you inevitably create a safer one.
The deeper you go, the deadlier the monsters get. So, surprise, surprise, the Tacit Discords here are extra feisty. Watch your step. Over wrecked bows and ships adrift, I chase the Golden Fleece's gift. There, Golden Fleece. This person knows their Pegasus. Over Pero!
Oh, whoop. Never mind, Pero said
says
nah.
there's a powerful Tacit Discord nearby.
Let's go.
Time to take the gloves off.
Her kit is actually
go,
fun to
Pero.
play. Is it though? I don't know. I haven't really been
Mamma
like
mia! Avanti! I'll warm up the crowd.
super. I haven't been super like
Mamma mia! Avanti! Figure out.
into it right now.
Mamma mia! Mamma mia!
Mamma mia. Like, it's not fun. I just don't know how I'm gonna enjoy it. I know that she'll be good with like Camellia, I'm pretty sure. But like, I also don't know if I need anybody with Roar, with also a monster question mark. It's not a monster. With Camellia.
Stay sharp, Pero.
I'm here with you. Don't worry.
Did we just give her a head pat?
Okay. These frequencies are made up of deception and lies. They smell awful.
You ever just sniff some frequencies? You get like some sound waves, and you're just like, radio waves. Bye, Pero.
Pero senses the star inside the cave and something else she can't describe.
This is like Luke going into the cave on Dagobah.
We're approaching the end of this path. It seems like the center of the maze is just ahead.
Oh no, it's gonna be the
Soon,
lifer.
We'll find out what lies at the core.
Quick swap unit / grouper for Camellia for sure. You want her, but you need to gun for Shorekeeper rerun. Yeah, Shorekeeper would be nice. I do like Shorekeeper, and I don't have her. Right now, the characters that I'm kind of into, Brant is a possibility. If he's good, and if he's fun. And I am interested in Cardathea because we just don't know anything about her. I'm interested in Phoebe as a character. I want to see her character developed more, and I think 2.1 story will help do that. I'm hoping it will, because I do feel like they've hinted at Phoebe becoming a much larger part of things with her own moral dilemmas. But I think that they wanted to keep that kind of hinted at for a little while. Like, could you tell me what content you used to stream before? I don't know. I've streamed a lot of different things. I've been streaming for 10 years, my man. There's a lot of things that I've streamed. Genshin, Lua, Trails, plenty of things. But yeah, I don't know about, say, I don't know if when Shorekeeper gets a rerun, if I'm gonna go for Shorekeeper, because I've been doing pretty well with just Varina. And then there's also the, when it comes to healers in Wuwa, I feel like the reason why we don't have many of them is because it's just a lol, don't get hit. But of course, doesn't Shorekeeper also like buff crit stats? So it's,
But it may also be...
I mean, it doesn't take much to get 300 channel points. You get 300 channel points in like 30 minutes. No risk, no reward. Let's roll.
You're right. We should keep going.
No, we don't have Roccia with us anymore. Why does this look like we're gonna enter like some sort of domain kind of a thing? Yeah, I don't know. Right now, I'm not sure what kind of characters I'm really aiming for. Cardathia is one I'm most interested in to see what she does, but I also hope that they change her design a little bit. Because why am I in first person? Because I'm not making the same mistake in looking down again like we did. The chat made me do in the main quest. I like Cardathia's like upper design, but it's just like, why is her
Nice and
lower
easy.
design just legs?
We're right on track.
Like there's just like
Thanks.
nothing. It's just her bare legs. It's like, Want me to go first? Okay. It just feels so bad. Ooh, balloon. So I do hope they change up her lower design a little bit, because I do think everything else of her, especially like the face and like the stuff on there, is really nice. Isn't this just like the freaking logo for like what freaking Dead Mouse, or what is it? Like what's the freaking like a Dead Mouse or Nirvana or whatever? Like the mascot, the little like face. I don't find this creepy. I find this funny more than anything. Time to pop some balloon. Yep.
It's okay.
Fine, just balloon popping.
We're nearly there.
Like this thing doesn't even seem like frightening. It seems like he's just messing with us. Like it's some sort of like
The dragon
childhood
dirge.
thing.
No, wait.
Ain't no
It's
dragon.
alright.
We've killed the
We're
dragon.
just shadows.
Yes. I'm not afraid.
It just feels like some sort of like theme park. Poor Roccia. Like I feel like Brant's gonna pop out and be like, surprise! It's just Echo's just playing and having fun. It's just the Echo's having fun. Again, this is what I said during the freaking analysis video.
Looks like they were trying to sneak away with the star, but hit the light switch by accident.
It's just funny little whimsy.
What are they saying?
They're saying we're not going down without a fight.
Oh, we gotta fight? Oh, wow. Wow, we have to beat them up, but they're just
Golden
little
Fist,
fellas.
A war and a playbook, all with instruments.
Also, why the hell am I
Are they
Havoc
supposed
Rover?
to be the archdemon? Or the fools hiding from the Tacit Discord?
Actually, I know why I'm Havoc Rover. That was because I'm playing with, obviously, a Havoc Roccia.
I'll warm up the crown. Mamma mia! Avanti! Figure up the Pharaoh!
The show begins.
What is T? Oh, I can do her thing with T off freaking... That is cool. What? Oh, look, it's a freaking asteroid. It's literally an asteroid. We can go and freaking wish with this. Hoo. We're gonna invite them back with us. They don't seem bad. They're just little fellas. They're little teddy bear fellas. They're adorable. Just look at him. Are these echoes the Archdemon in the opera? Yeah, I
Oh.
guess.
No, they're just abandoned echoes. They used to have homes and their own masters. They still don't understand why they got kicked out all of a sudden one day. Even after being abandoned, they never forgot about their masters and managed to find their way home. But their masters were no longer there.
Hey, Benno, welcome. We're beating up stuffed animals and stealing their asteroids.
They scoured the whole of Renacida, refusing to give up and accept the truth. But even now, when they've reached this land of the banished, they still couldn't find a single trace of their masters. Just when they were about to lose hope, they found solace in the emotional frequencies left on personal items. So, they made this place their own. Little by little, they scavenged things to bring the home from their memories to life. That's how they came across the star.
Huh. So they just snatched it and ran. Huh.
Yes, they're not really the brawling type. The Tacit Discords scare them, so they sneak around, grabbing anything not nailed down while trying not to get caught.
I mean, you say they're not really the brawling type, but every time I run into them in the wild, they sure as hell want to throw down.
With so many Tacit Discords wandering around the Strand, all they can do is scatter a golden fleece, spooking the Tacit Discords to give them the chance to sneak out. They're willing to risk it all to find trinkets to make this place feel more like home.
Just invite them back with us. Let's go.
Whether you're a person
know it's
or
happening.
an echo, everybody needs a place to call home. They heard the Pegasus Opera from their masters. That's why they went for the star when they saw it rolling away. They wanted the good, hopeful frequencies it was radiating.
Yeah, and then they ended up pulling a 3-star weapon with it. And then that was gone. That's why the kid lost it. The kid spent the asteroid trying to get Roccia, but instead lost. Just only got a 3-star.
These echoes knew the star wasn't theirs, but they weren't keen on giving it up either. So they cooked up all those spooky tricks to scare us away. Turns out, this maze wasn't hiding an archdemon or a hero. Just a bunch of fools.
Yeah, so welcome to the Fool's
Good
Troop then.
idea. Let's bring these echoes along. Plus, we could use some extra help with the opera.
Let's put them to work.
And all the stuff they worked so hard to collect.
Just sleeping.
Let's bring it with us too. It must mean a lot to them.
He is just like, I'm done. I ain't anymore. Nap time. I wonder what all is around here. Is there anything else of value here? Oh, that's pretty cool. A lot of these blank canvases. I kind of wish they'd put like some doodles or something on there. The same kind of art that's there, apparently referencing like rather famous Italian paintings. Hey, sausages? Bacon? Hold up. Hold up. These echoes have the right idea. Damn. Now I want to get some sausages and bacon. Shit. These echoes know what's up. I swear to God, if this is a mimic.
Remnants of the past.
I'm always ready to back up on these things. Oh, it's an accordion. Are we gonna play that funky tune? Squeak, squeak, squeak. What's wrong?
She says this accordion was from her master. Even though she hasn't found her master yet, this accordion left her with many fond memories. As the mist fades, so shines the star's unbound light. Her master used to sing this to lift the spirits of people who had been wronged. And naturally, she picked up the tune.
Was her master freaking Luca's mother or something? Like...
The misty maze we just went through was her attempt to recreate the opera. She used the misty coastline as a stage. With the help of her echo friends, of course.
Damn.
I guess she was trying her best to protect all her memories with her master. But protecting your own shouldn't come at the cost of everyone else's memories and hopes.
Yeah, because that's very much like the Order and what the Order is doing.
For anyone who's been hurt, we're probably better off sticking together than dragging each other down, right?
Interesting. Like, where are you two going? What are you two doing? Like, thematically, I'm wondering where this is going, because when we got into this, we were thinking, oh, this is going to be a lot about, like, found family and everything here. But this seems just as much heavily about, like, the wrongs that were done towards the people on the pilgrimage. It's a lot about recovering from that loss that was committed. Oh, I see. You're not gonna let me explore much, huh? Huh? Is that a hamburger robot? Like, that is crazy. I like that.
Para and I are almost done packing everything up. Shall we head back?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, back to the troop.
Roccia asked Pero to bring along the echoes and their items as they all return to the troop. And then we get this. But no, I am wondering where we're going thematically with this, and are we going to end up in sort of a, yay, found family come together kind of a thing here? Because this really does seem to be focusing a lot on recovering from loss. Wait, where are you? Look at this kid being ridiculous, and it looks like he's standing next to a Pokemon. It just reminds me of one of those Pokemon, one of the plant ones. I forget, maybe like Bell Blossom or something. I can't remember the name.
You're back, first mate. Don't worry, we've all been doing fine.
the whole entire place is on fire.
Oh, would you look at that? Managed to bring back a few friends, did ya?
We did. Thank you for taking such good care of everything while I was away.
Oh, don't mention it. The troop is in top shape after the last pit stop. We can handle a few more.
Okay, the Echoes and I will get to work on setting up the stage. Trust me, any worries you have will melt away once we get busy.
I guess I'll just eat
I
pasta.
found the star, thanks to you. You should tell Luca the good news. Now we can finally perform Pegasus together. Nobody is going to be left out.
Can I just be the camera operator? Anytime I ever had to do any kind of like presentation stuff in school, like grade school or university, where you had to do like performing or anything like that, especially like recording things, instead of being any kind of on-camera actor or anything, I always was just like, yeah, I'm going to be the cameraman and editor. And that's just what I did. I was cameraman and editor. And I don't pretend to have been good at either of those, frankly. But that's what I did. You bring the star to Luca's tent. Luca immediately gets up from her bed. She sees the familiar glow and something about her face.
The star's back.
Like, man, if I knew it was an asteroid, I just could have pulled one of the 6,000 out of my pocket and showed it to you.
Thank you, miss. Now this star is here, I'll definitely get better. I'm actually feeling much better already.
Yeah, do you mind if we borrow this to go wish?
Go ahead. It's for the opera, right? I heard so much bustle outside while I was in bed. I figured they were preparing for a show. The girl with the purple hair said she wanted to use something really shiny as the North Star in Pegasus. Well, nothing beats this star. Now we can all sing together around the star again. It'll be wonderful. Just like it was back on the ship.
I'm really interested in, like, the voice direction for this character, because they made her very breathy. And, like, it's not bad. I think it's good. It adds to her character here. But I'm wondering, like, what was the rationale behind making her so breathy? Like, does that make her seem more childlike? I'm not sure. I also love how Carlotta is barely taller than this kid, who's probably, like, 10. Carlotta, you're in heels, too. Like, girl did not eat her Wheaties growing up. Did you find what we're doing for the pedals yet? Oh, look, they put strings back on the cord. The Luna cord. Looks really nice. It's a really nice harp.
Echoes can gather all kinds of information by analyzing the frequencies left on objects. On the stage, Lottie Lost found her master's old Lunacord. Diggy Duggy found his master's wreath. Cuddle Waddle found his master's favorite prop gun.
And we've got the pedals.
And Hocus Pocus hit the jackpot and found his master.
Wow. So these were all just the echoes of people who are on that pilgrimage, yeah, like I was suggesting.
Turns out, their masters didn't actually abandon them after all.
Were their masters exiled? So their masters had their reasons, huh?
Yes, their masters were actually banished. All that's left of some are their belongings, but others were taken in by the troop. Their masters just didn't want their echoes to be snatched up by the Order and have their memories wiped clean.
Huh.
Cutting ties was the only way to protect them.
So you can wipe the memory of echoes then? That's an interesting idea that I think we're just hearing for the first time. That, I wonder if that's going to play a part later on into the game. I mean, we obviously know memory wiping is a thing. We have that with Rover. But I wonder, is that going to happen with any other Echo as we go on in the game? Is there any other Echo we're close to other than, like, Abby, if Abby is legitimately an Echo? Like, because I don't think they do it on Abby, at least not this soon in the game. But what about other echoes, other significant echoes that exist? Can you do it on Sentinels? Like, huh.
Apparently, the real Archdemon isn't the echoes that created the maze. It's the one pulling the strings behind all this. All the control, and all the arbitrary banishments.
Yeah, the Order.
A simple sentence from those higher-ups can ruin the peaceful lives of countless people.
Yeah, she does mean the Order.
Mm-hmm. But now you've won the laurel and forced Enrico to finally back down.
Mm.
So, I guess we're safe from banishments for a while? And the troupe can waltz back into Raguna for performances. Which means our plays will finally be heard in a city drowning in those oh-so-exciting codex recitals. Little by little, we'll sneak our songs back in.
And then get banished again.
One day, the streets of Raguna will be full of operas about freedom again. This is what Brant and Bardolino have been preparing for lately. They sped off to the city as soon as they heard the news.
Huh.
No one loves their opera more than those two, and no one spins a tale quite like them. Except for the new laureate, of course.
No, I think they're still better than us.
This welcoming opera also marks the beginning of a new voyage. It's not just an opera for the banished pilgrims. It's also dedicated to each and every fool that is still out there. So, Laureate, shall we go hang the North Star together and tell everyone the good news?
Ooh, cutscene.
Help! Please, help! Help me!
Wait, I think we get to see this actually in the trailer. Wow, where'd they get the order there? Oh, that's cool. And then there's the pedals. That was cool. Got very opera-like, obviously, because it was basically an opera. I mean, it was an opera, like a little scene from one. That was really cool that they basically just performed that. I'm sure there's things to be analyzing in that, for sure. I was just kind of caught up in the spectacle of it all. I wasn't really, like, trying to sit there and go nuts on the analysis. I'll have to go back and, like, look at that cutscene. And see what's up with that, because there was a lot of little things in there. We had the Dragon of Dirge, obviously, at the end. We had the Order's Echo that gets smacked. It was just really nicely done. Like, that was just, like, legit opera, which is really cool.
Tina, your singing is as beautiful as ever. Thank you for lending us your voice for this revised version of Pegasus.
Yeah, like, damn, woman. Those are some singing voices.
Oh, thanks. I had to belt it out if I wanted to do Luca's Shining North Star justice. She can't make it up the stage, so I'll just have to bring the star to her.
There's no way the VA was the one singing that. They definitely had another person doing that.
Lottie Lost, here's your master's Lunacord. It's missing its strings, but it can still help people.
Wait.
Diggy Duggy, this is your master's wreath. I got it patched up for you. Be sure to keep it somewhere safe.
Oh.
The prop gun your master left behind, Cuddlewaddle. It can blow bubbles now. Please take good care of it.
Wow, you just became freaking Siegeween from Genshin with a bubble gun. Ooh. One by one, Roccia takes down the stage props and returns them to the audience, and then I didn't get to read the rest because I was, like, blanking. Oh, the Lucianite left. Yeah, because the Lucianite represents everyone. This, again, looks really... I wanted to see if they left, like, anything up there. What was that noise? The Lucianite represents everyone.
Great. Most of the items are returned to their rightful owners. Only a Lucianite left.
Oh, yeah. Give
And
that
it
the...
belongs to Roccia.
Okay, never mind. Why you? We do have a thing for Lucianite, yeah.
Yes. That's because I used to be one.
It used to be a rock? Do explain.
Beyond high walls, where dangers lie. To the left, Para.
That's cute.
Thank you for that wonderful performance. It took everybody to make it happen. And that includes you, of course.
I don't feel like I did much. You just kind of gave me the main role and I can't act. This is also cool
Since we
music.
first met, Para and I noticed something special about your frequency. So special that even Pero couldn't figure it out.
Listen to those, like, soft vocals there. It's like Roccia's inner voice, that's soft quietness, but still the desire to sing. Yeah, that's really cool. I love how they have all of this. They have, like, custom songs for each of the character stories and each of the characters that represent them. Like, and this very much represents, you hear some of that, like, melancholy in the song for some of Roccia's background, how she's exiled and all that jazz, which I still don't know what she did. If anything. Probably nothing, knowing the order. And then again, the soft, like, inner voice of her is a really nice touch that they have these, that each of these songs represent the characters. You have, like, Carlotta's that represented hers. Especially we hear that movement I even mentioned in the video, when you get that forward momentum from the strings and the pianos and her resolve and stuff, the play on her theme. You have Camellia's song that shows up during the ending relatively of her story quest that represents her. You have Encores that has its movements from sadness to hope and everything, and I still think Encore's story quest is probably my favorite. I don't know how much longer Roccia's has. I'm assuming a little longer, else it's a very short quest. But Encores is still, I think, gonna be my favorite. Like all of these, I think Zhezh's also had its own theme, but I'm blanking because I haven't. It's been a while since I've done Zhezh's. But yeah, all of them just have their own themes, and that is such a nice little touch that Kuro does, giving each of the characters in their story quests their own individual theme songs like this. That's really good.
Ever since you came to Renacida, the Misty Maze has been unraveling.
That's because I'm the protagonist, or because Abby's probably been eating it because Abby's hungry. Probably tastes like cotton candy.
Maybe, just maybe, you can be the one to change things. No, change the fate of the entire Solaris. Wherever you go, things start changing. Strange, wonderful things. You're like a magnet for the unpredictable. I know the saying, with great power comes great responsibility.
What?
Danger will be hot on your heels wherever you go.
Is Roccia Spider-Man? Uncle Ben, is that you? Uncle Brant? Like, who taught you this? What do you mean with great power comes great responsibility? I'm sure that line is not just from Spider-Man, by the way. It's probably a much older reference to something, but still, honestly, if I had to guess again, probably like Shakespeare or something, but I don't. I try to forget Shakespeare. I really do. I really didn't like reading Shakespeare. I was never a big fan of him. In fact, contemporaries of Shakespeare, and maybe not contemporaries, but people in like the more early modern era hoped that Shakespeare would not become what Chaucer was for them for the future generations. And then lo and behold, Shakespeare became essentially the modern Chaucer for our day, because the people of Shakespeare's time and moving all the way into probably up to like the Victorian and Restoration periods, or like, yo, Chaucer was the big thing for them, and then Shakespeare ended up being the big thing for us moving forward.
So, why don't you join the Troop of Fools?
I'd love to. Sorry, but maybe next time. What? How is there a good response? I guess we do both? I don't know.
You pulled off the perfect welcoming opera and marked a new voyage. We've been on the same side for a while now.
Great. So what are we in Jinja? We're, like, friends. But we're just like the honorary guest of Jinshi, the magistrate. In Black Shores, we're the founder, and here we're an honorary member of the Troop of Fools.
If you ever find yourself in a pickle, just come find us.
Troop of Fools, confirmed for liking pickles.
The troop will always have your back.
Thanks, Chief.
We all started out banished to this deserted island. Bit by bit, we scrounged up what we could and built our home. That's how the troop was formed. We may not be rich or perfect, but at least we can sing and laugh whenever we feel like it. And thanks to you, we've got the chance to bring that laughter and freedom back to Raguna. Just like how your performance as Laureate with the Star of Hope cheered up our entire troop.
There's a really good image. But that's such a nice image. There's a lot of really nice, just like 2D images that are being shown during this quest. I think this is one of this quest's strongest points, actually.
You're the one who helped rekindle the hope in our hearts.
It's like, yeah, use your flight thing. You know, a lot of this feels very much like there's a, you know, almost a commentary on like the power of plays and in stories in giving people gonna say, is this a new? This is in a new version of the plushie band. Is this, or is this? No, this is the same general thing. They're just not playing all the instruments. Mark, that is not what you need to be talking about at this moment. Staring at this thing. Okay, this is the same. I was like, this is the same song, right? I know I've listened to this song so many times when I was doing the editing for the other video. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot going on here about like the power of the stories to again to motivate people, to give people a sense of place in the world.
Thanks for everything. My first time running the welcoming proceedings was a hit, and the troupe's voyage back to Raguna is off to a great start, if I do say so myself.
Who is this person in the back with the crazy coat going down there, wearing a trench coat? Like, that is nice. I as a fellow trench coat wearer, I like it. Her outfit's cool. It's kind of the same as the other girls, but a different color, but it's really nice. This dude's got on a full suit. Man, I can't believe they exiled you looking that snazzy. Like, even the kids got on, like, the nice, like, hair stuff. Yo, can I get that in Infinity Nikki? Like, dang. And this girl wearing basically the same thing as her, but just different color.
Now that the weight is off my shoulders, I feel light enough to pull off a few backflips.
Mamma mia.
Anyway, I think it's time we talk about that reward of yours.
Yeah.
Aside from the not-so-basic payment, I've got a little something extra just for you.
Pasta! Oh. Dives herself into Pero's box and carefully rummages towards the bottom. She then returns with a unique-looking Lucianite. Yeah, like matches Rover's eyes. Darkstone is adorned with a golden vein shimmering with brilliance. Hello, teddy bear. That's pretty.
Here. I've been searching for this in the sand for ages. A golden black Lucianite. Generally, the deeper it's buried, the better it is.
And I had to use metal detectors.
I think you and this Lucianite have a few things in common.
Yep, the eyes.
It's as deep and beautiful as your eyes. Keep it with you when you're traveling. It'll be like I'm there with you, even when I'm not.
Even when I'm not, because you said you're not pulling for me. You absolute jerk.
And if you ever find yourself in a pinch, don't be shy about giving us a shout. Whether Pero has to give me a lift or I sail all the way on the troop liner, I'll find a way to reach you as soon as I can.
That's cool. This was a damn achievement. This was a really quick one, guys. Like, I feel like this was just a very, wow, Roccia just disappeared. She's like, I ain't sticking around for this. Too many people. Bye. Jump in the suitcase and vanish. This felt very, very fast. A very short and sweet 4.55. I don't know. Like, it's nice. I think, again, it's very short and sweet. It's shorter. It feels shorter than Encores. It feels like maybe one of the shortest ones, actually, that I've done. Like, this was only, what, like 2 hours? This might be the shortest one that I've done. Again, I haven't done all of them, obviously. I never did Yinlin's. I never did, Changli's. I never did Dion's. But this one is definitely the shortest. And nothing against it. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I don't think this is... I don't know if I'd give it like 4.5 out of 5. I'd maybe give it like 3.8, 4 most. Like, it's good. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't know if it really gave us enough with Roccia. Like, I feel like there's more that we could have with her. I feel like the trailer gave us more with Roccia than her story quest did, honestly. I feel like the trailer really told her story really well. I loved the opera that was in here at the end. I thought that was really beautiful. I liked and enjoyed the overall gameplay, the going and finding the plushies and all of that. Like, I like that it showed us a little bit of her character, that she is, you know, afraid. Are you kidding me? I still don't have this. Like, her fears and stuff like that. Like, I did enjoy it. I just don't know if I would say that it was, you know, super, super, like, high up there for me. It wasn't bad, but I feel like out of the ones I've done, this is kind of the weakest one. I'm trying to think. The only other one that I think would be, not like, is Camellia's is kind of short, but it's not this short. I don't know. I feel like I wanted a little more with her. I wanted a little more of getting to know her personality beyond just the troop. I still don't really, like, we understand to an extent how she found Pero. Pero just kind of showed up and saved her. But, like, what is Pero? I feel like, if anything, I wanted more about Pero than her. I like how Pero is just there, Pero. I felt like I wanted more about Pero than her. Also, when did this ever show up in the story? Because I just do feel like there wasn't a whole lot of that. Again, not bad, enjoyable. Just wasn't really what I was expecting here, to be entirely honest. I was hoping for a little more, truth be told. But again, not terrible. We've got a little while here. I don't want to necessarily end just yet. So I think, like, probably the last thing I'm going to do here is, let's do the tower. I haven't done the tower on stream, like, ever. And I feel like with the characters that I have, I should be able to get 30 stars, I think. I got 30 stars last time. Which was the first time that I got 30 stars. My characters are not the most well-built, and Carlotta and Camellia carried me through space and time. But let's see if we can do that. What's in the middle here? So, Spectro and Havoc. We've got Inferno Rider, and then this business. So, theoretically, Camellia could probably handle that. This is, Havoc is, I don't care about this. Havoc res is decreased. We have Fallacy. Crit rate is increased by 15, and basic attack damage is... Wow, that is a Camellia buff and a half. And what about this one? Spectro is decreased. When his heal team members, their energy region. When resonators receive healing, crit damage is increased by... Interesting. I'm wondering if I want to use Carlotta on the side and then just have Camellia solo over here, because she could totally do it. Because this Spectro and Havoc res decreased. Fusion and Arrow are increased. That's fine. There's nothing dealing with Glacio. But we just have to get through all of this stuff now, which means I need other characters. Because basically I need to save Carlotta's team of Carlotta, Verena, and Zezza for the sides, and then other characters have to do all of this. Usually I just have Rover or Yang Yang do all of this stuff. With this, I can have pretty much anyone do it. It's just these things. Like, I could probably solo it with, like, Xiangli Yao or freaking, God, it's my only Spectro, like, character who can fight Rover. Like, Verena ain't doing it. I guess I can do Xiangli Yao or even, like, Qixia and just do it real quick with these. Or even Yang Yang. Probably just do Qixia right now, or Xiangli Yao, and then save Qixia for a little bit of the harder ones. This is how I have to end up doing it. I know you can get some people who are like, yes, we can solo the whole thing with one character. Nah. I just solo the basic stuff with one character.
Complete overhaul.
I also have no idea how to use Xiangli Yao, so don't expect anything amazing from me. Like, I do not pretend to be good with this character at all, by any means. It's just, he's leveled enough to easily be able to deal with level 70s. There. Easy. You still hear him going back there. 75s. I think we'll be able to handle this one with no big deal. And then afterwards, we'll probably put Chishi on the other ones. Because I'll move him over to the other two. It's just getting the basic stuff out of the way.
Very confined within limits. Exploit. Profit.
Yeah, he's still handling this perfectly fine. Just taking some minor beating.
Exploit. Profit.
Any chance you'd try the JP dub? Honestly, no. I don't have a reason or desire to do that, honestly. Especially with how good the English dub has become for Rinascita. I don't really see a reason to do the Japanese dub. Fraxidus stuff, yeah, I'm definitely not using him on this. I'm probably going to use like a Chishia team. So I'm going to come back to that and use him over on this side. Havoc res decreased. I could probably use Donjin on this, but my Donjin is not built. Just gonna do this real quick. But yeah, I usually don't bother with changing the dubs. One reason for doing it with like story stuff is because I like to get rid of the subtitles, so that way I can have just like a clean wow, get absolutely bodied. I can have like a clean screen for doing any kind of like recordings and stuff, and that to me is important. Beam. Just like how unkinged Camellia is over there. I mean, Camelia's pretty unhinged in the English as well. Like, in fact, I prefer Camellia in English because I have heard her JP. I prefer the English for a lot of the characters, honestly. I think Camellia is perfectly fine in the English. Oh, great, the worms. Just a shooting dog.
We overhaul.
There we go. Okay, now we gotta think on this side, right? This is Havoc stuff. There's this Knight dude. Okay, is it just this Knight dude? Because if so, we can probably, again, just go, like... What weapon does she have on? Because I don't think she has... So we're probably just gonna go you, and then... Maybe Yang Yang for right now, but Yang Yang, I need to get
Let's reach farther destinations
better sword on you
together.
because you're not looking great. I need to get this off of a Rover. I could do Spectra Rover, but I might save Spectra Rover in case something goes bad. Not shifting to Nightmare Mephis for Yao anytime soon. I'm still trying to farm a Nightmare Mephis for Yao. I don't think I have a good one. Honestly, again, my Yao, Sangli Yao,
Experiment begins.
these are terrible stats on him. He has just right now regular Thundering Mephis. His stuff is not great. He has these. I don't have his weapons. His skills are actually pretty much maxed except for his intro skill, but as you see, I was just doing solo, so it wasn't like he was going to use it anyways. This still needs to be done. But yeah, he needs work. He's not done by any means. And again, I still don't really fully know how to use the dude well. I'm trying to rebuild.
Let me be there for everyone.
She has the bad sword on. If I put the other sword on,
leaving the past
basically,
behind.
I got one of these. These are not great. Like, why do I always? I swear, if I get crit rate, it's always 6.9 every time. I swear I never get higher than that. As I show one higher than that, but you get my point. Everything else is garbage. I haven't even finished upgrading that. Because I just don't know if I want to. I'm probably going to try to swap that out with something. This, 6.3. Yay. Everything else kind of, Liberation is good. I do heavy attack with Spectra Rover a lot. HP is garbage. Crit damage. Only time I swear I never get above 15. This is rare. But then I got this garbage. So it's like 3 decent ones, but no other crit rate. And then this one is actually the only good one that I have for right now. This one's kind of like, I would like that to be higher, but you do give me 22, so I don't know. These are like, they're echoes. They aren't the worst in the world, but they aren't great either. And Yang Yang is kind of in a similar situation where I do think I did switch the monkey. Yeah, I did get Nightmare Monkey on her because her other monkey was equally garbage. Like, if we were to look at... Where is it? If we were to look at her other one... I mean, yeah, I get the heavy attack bonus, which is better. But in the end, just having this on is going to be better. Like, it's going to even out, but no crit stats. I just don't have, again, good chimp for her. This is... It's there. This isn't terrible, but it does have this 2 stuff. I'd like heavy attack in there. Again, not terrible, but it's actually not that bad other than flat attack. This stuff isn't too terrible. This one's probably, again, one of my better ones here, but it's got the HP, which is kind of So, again, it's like all of the echoes that I have on these characters are all right, but not really amazing outside of a few. I still need to get actual Inferno Rider Nightmare version on her and then upgrade some of her other stuff because she's kind of in a similar situation where it's like, these aren't bad. They all have crit stats. But then you've got this thing, which is just like, where's the crits outside of this? Where's the crits? Like, do I even have a Nightmare Inferno Rider for her? That's like potentially a crit rate. I do actually. Let's see how it goes. Is there anything I'm just not going to need anymore? This chimp. I do not need this chimp. We can level that. If this thing gives me like something semi-decent for the one, I'll throw the chimp in there. Okay, skill damage. That's good for Chichia. Let's go. Chimp it up. Or the chimp. Get in there. By the way, yes, I know it's a gorilla. I'm going to do like 5 of those and then just put in some of these. Let's hope for the best. Okay, we got crit rate. What did I say about 6.9 crit rate? Basic attack, attack percent, defense kind of Not terrible. I'd love to get rid of that defense and have that be higher, but honestly, this is probably better than what she's wearing anyways. Liberation, we're replacing with skill. Basic attack is better. We do lose 10% attack, though, which is kind of but hey, we get that 10% defense. Yeah. We're still switching it out. Better crit rate on her. Yeah, she loses a little bit of attack, but that's no big deal, honestly. She's not losing that much. Her crit damage is just abysmal, though. Like, that is so low. But yeah, sure, we'll run these 2 for the 3s, and then the 4s can be Carlotta, probably.
It's morphin' time.
Oh, wow, is that what that one does? Just gonna drop that and then go back here. I could have probably swapped in the Yang Yang to counter that. Now I will. Get out of here, fat.
Oh, bring it on! Watch and learn!
It has been a while since I've used these fellas, that's for sure. Oh, that actually hit? Really? Just completely missed that. Yeah, it's not too bad. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we're going to use these 2 then on the other side. And then it's time to go ham on all of this stuff. What is this stuff? Fraxis stuff. That, yeah. You have been playing for 3 hours. Thank you. Thank you. Papa Tendo. Kuro playing the Nintendo business here. Okay, let me get my, like, actual, like, good opening here.
It's morphin' time.
Date the dateless.
It involves that first. You're not giving me my freaking dodge. I'm getting distracted by my own, like, echo there. No, I'm just blasting all of you right now. I don't like how these dudes like to just run away. Can we not?
It's morphin' time.
Yeah, can we not do that? Okay, now we've got this.
Let the wind roar.
Did she not do her? There we go. It's like where's the thing? This is so easy to farm these counters off of.
It's time for some hot action. I'll fire it up. Boom! Headshot! Coming in hot. It's morphin' time.
That was not the what I wanted to do by any means.
Hear my command.
I wanted to do the jump. I did not mean to do that.
Oh, bring it on. Heads up.
Oh, hell no. Okay. I guess we could just be stuck in there regardless of the dodge.
Let me be your blade, please. Let the wind roar.
Oh, I did not mean to do that. Used to Carlotta. There we go. Now we've got that out of the way. Now it's just a matter of... What's this one? This is these guys. Spectral res is decreased. I'm probably just going to run Carlotta on this, honestly. And just do Carlotta and this. I need to finish building my Verena. Because my Verena is not all there. Also, were there ice dogs in there? Did I just realize that? Because if so, that's going to really suck.
A new technique.
Yeah, I need to switch her to the Hecate, actually.
Still recognize me.
Oh, wow. These things are resistant as all hell to the
The
freaking
world is mine.
Glacio. Yeah, can we get you out of here, please?
In
Just
the name
realized
of
just
the
how
Montes.
freaking resistant they are. My god.
Still recognize me. Growth with fruit of evolution.
I mean, I get that I don't have her stuff on, but god damn.
My compliments.
Take this.
This is taking way longer than it should.
Life is in everything.
That's not necessary, but I'm just getting it out here.
Brings it to life. Watch out.
Okay, now we're getting the good stuff.
The stage is set. Glory demands more. A new era awaits. Improvise. Found your weak. Leave it to me. Still recognize me.
It's probably a bit of a damage decrease there doing that, but I think we'll still be fine.
Surrender. Ramming won't save you. My compliments. You will yield.
I was about to say, there's no way you dodge that, buddy. Get out of here. Okay. Not amazing, considering the freaking Glacio res. But there you go. That's out of the way. Now we can do the same thing with Fallacy here. And we should be good. We should be able to probably stop. It's just so hard. Once this team gets its rotation going with Zhezha and everything, then it really just starts going off. It's just getting the initial Concerto energy for Zhezha and them is just such a, like a struggle. Or I can just miss that dodge like it's no one's business. Like that works too. Alright, now we can do that.
Victory favors me. A new era awaits. Still recognizing.
Really kind of hoping she'd get her thing back before he does that.
Luminous energy. I can use some fertilizer.
Ow.
Huh? Photosynthesis.
Nope.
Infusion. Springs into life. Art unveiled.
Okay, now we do this. Rotation, not amazing, but whatever.
Brilliant lights the way.
We're not too worried. They don't have Glacio Res. This thing's dead. There. Carlotta, too strong. Now, this is just literally Spectro Havoc Res. You know what we're going to do? For once, Camellia will not be alone. We will pair her with Rover, but need to give
Let
Rover
me be there for
Rover's sword
everyone.
back.
As we
'Cause
head
Yang
toward our
Yang has
shared
that.
future,
This is why I need
leaving
another
the
sword.
past
I
behind.
need another one of these swords. There we go. Will we use Rover a lot in this? No, probably not. But we are. We'll try because. Yeah, because yeah. What is even in here? Oh, it's you.
Hopefully this helps.
Ow.
Moment of resonance.
Okay, now we bring you out.
Vitality sour. Crimson blossom.
Yeah, by the power of Camellia cheese, we care nothing for you.
It's getting
Ow.
fun.
That's what I was waiting for that whole damn
Swift and
time.
resolute. Hopefully this helps. The end has
Take
come.
this.
Sprout of budding seeds. Feed my blossoms, self-deceivers. Grafting.
That. There you go. Just Camellia things. No respect for Inferno Rider when you're playing as Camellia. You don't need to respect Inferno Rider when as Camellia unless you're doing the hologram version. Then you have to. But she just stays above ground so much that it just does not matter. Like 9 times out of 10, you're fine.
Let's have fun.
Oh, damn, I forget about that. Okay, these new freaking echoes really mess with,
I
like,
sense your weakness.
me being
The
able
hour
to see
is upon
things.
us.
Reborn from ancient roots. Sprout. Crimson, struggle harder. Entertain me.
Yeah, no, I was dealing with you too much with one of these dumb challenges last night.
It's getting
Ow.
fun.
Swift and resolute.
Don't run. Keep the dance going.
Swift and resolute.
There you go. There we go. Yeah, when you have broken Camellia and Carlotta, tower not hard. If I did not have these two, I would not be able to do tower. Like they carry through space and time. Like Camellia is just that OP, and Carlotta is also very OP. Like usually when I do just this, it's usually to solo Camellia. The only reason why I even bothered to put Rover in there is because it said Spectro Res decrease, and I was like, yeah, I'm trying to build a Rover, a DPS Spectro Rover team, and I have Spectro Rover built. I tried a little bit, I think, to build Havoc Rover, and then I just stopped, because I'm like, why am I doing this? I have Camellia. I don't need Havoc Rover. If I want another Havoc DPS, I'll just go play Dungeon and become a crazy Dungeon main, because those people are not normal. But yeah, Camellia is just good. So they're tower done. Again, without Carlotta and Camellia, there's no way that's being done, like, at all. Because you clearly see I am not playing in the most optimal of ways. I don't really deal with rotations in a sensible way by any means. Oh, look, this is garbage now. Like, nothing I do is arguably smart. Nice. I'll eventually get the battle pass. I usually only get the battle pass if I have all of these too. If and all of these I'm just saving for reasons unknown. I usually only get the battle pass once I max it out. So once I max out, which I'll be able to do by 17 days easily, because I think I go up like close to 15 levels per week, I think, roughly. Once I max it out, then I usually get it. But yeah, there's the tower out of the way. Like, I'm kind of in an interesting spot when it comes to, like, grinding for characters and stuff right
Would
now,
you like
because
a fun...
they're all
will
built.
decide.
Hopefully,
Verena is
we'll make
not.
new findings.
Does Verena even have maxed echoes? Verena doesn't even have maxed echoes. These are only 4, level 20s. Oh my god, I never even bothered to max out Verena's echoes, because I'm like, these things suck. Like, her weapon, not maxed out. Still using Jinzo Keeper, not maxed. Don't even have the things to max it. Like, that's how... My Verena is by no means built all the way, or even useful in most cases. She doesn't even have these things, like, placed in there. And her stuff is only level 6. Like, I definitely need to be building Verena, considering how she's in, like, every team always. I want to build up Yang Yang. I'm still working on getting Mortifi built, primarily as Liberation and stuff. And leveling and getting him up, because I do think with the new Echo set, with this Echo set, and I need to get this thing onto, not this set per se, because my Zhezha is built as a DPS, but I know that you can get a version of Glacier of the of this set, the Freezing Frost set. You can get a Hecate version on here. You get them in the little boxes. I can get a crit rate version on here and level it, hopefully, and see if I get something as good as this for her, because this is kind of insane. That's the one reason why I haven't swapped this for Hecate, is that there's no way I'm gonna get an Echo as good as this one. For Zhezha. I spent ages farming for her when she came out. But I do want to get Mortifi up, because this set, even Yanwu, this artifact set, this Empyrean Anthem thing that increases coordinating attack damage, great for Zhezha in a Camellia team, or not Camellia, Carlotta team. So if you're going support Zhezha, best for her. But also just like anyone with good off-field damage now, anyone with coordinating attacks, which he has coordinating attacks with his skill. he has coordinating attacks with his burst. At least I think his skill counts as coordinating attacks. I'm fairly certain it does if I remember reading the thing right. Yeah, will perform coordinated attack. Like, this set really needs to be explored with these characters. Eventually Alto, my man. Eventually I'll finish building Alto. I do like the idea of a DPS Alto. It's just that is a fun meme. I'm never finishing building Tauchi. I did not really enjoy her. Like, at first I was like, yo, counter gameplay, cool. No. Nobody really builds Baiji seriously. Calcharo, nope. Don't even think about the furry. She would be very good because this coordinated attack damage amplification. She would be good to replace Verena in my Carlotta team because I could throw outro skill onto Zezha, do coordinated attack, then Zezha straight into Carlotta. And if I put the healing set on her, on Yuhu here, Yuhu does indeed heal. Support and healer. She does heal. You could get basically everything Verena offers for the most part, plus the coordinated damage onto Zezha. It might be a viable choice to try out. I just really don't want to build this thing. I don't like this character. I think she's annoying. At first, I thought she was, like, kind of fun to play, kind of, during, like, the 10 seconds we get her in 1.3, I think. But afterwards, I'm just like, no. Look at that smug face. Look at that. I don't like it. Look, yeah, I don't like it. No.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, I don't know why anyone would build you anymore. As much as I like you, unless you just really like this character. And I do like her. I think she's cool, but no. One day I'll finish Sanhua. Especially now that she has a skin.
Like this?
I'll finish Sanhua. And, do I have a Nightmare Echo on her? Really? Oh, I just don't have this stuff upgraded. Oh, because I put this set on her to be an insane buffer for Camellia. Yeah. That's her role now. Sanhua, unless you're just, like, nuts and you want a main DPSer, Sanhua's role is Camellia support. That's it. But yeah, that is going to be all, I think, for today, guys. We got to do... I didn't realize Roccia's story quest was going to be this short. I like Roccia. I don't, you know... Do I have 10 yet? I want to get another one of these. I don't think I'm going to pull for her. I do like her. I think maybe her gameplay would be fun. I also have all of these two characters at C6, and I don't particularly want her. So the 4 stars aren't exactly looking for it for me. Not to mention, I'd probably want to save a lot more and aim for maybe Carthea, Phoebe, Zani, Brant. Like, there's so many awesome characters. Like, I don't dislike Roccia. I really do like her. I think her trailer did her great justice. I think the overall 2.0 story definitely built intrigue for her. I feel like her story quest could have done more for her, though. I feel like it was really nice from the view of, like, the power of storytelling and operas and like, the sense of, you know, finding the Fool's Troop, finding their place in the world and accepting people, and people fighting for freedom and finding their own means of, you know, imagining freedom and standing for freedom. But I don't think it really did her character as much justice, especially for some of the backstory. I still really want to know more about Pero. I want to know more about why she was banished. And maybe that was told somewhere and I just missed it. It could have been told during the 2.0 stuff and I just missed it. I'm not pretending that I've seen and explored everything perfectly. But I do feel like there could have been a bit more about her there. It was short and sweet, and I don't mind short and sweet. I think that can be very effective storytelling. I love short stories. But I just felt like there needed to be a little more for Roccia as Roccia. I really wanted to see more for her there. But again, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed analyzing the trailer. I think analyzing the trailer was probably the best part of this stream today. I thought that was really cool. Hey, Mimo, welcome. We're just ending. But welcome. Yeah, I'm not gonna pull for Roccia. I'm gonna probably save for future characters. Again, Brant, if he's fun to play, might get. Um, Phoebe, I have an interest in her character and character development. Zani, we just don't know enough about. Like, obviously, we know about her character a bit, but I don't know enough about, like, what she could be or anything like that, so I'm still kind of keeping an eye out for her. And then any news about Cardathia is going to be cool. Grant looks like a lot of fun to play. Yeah, I'm hoping he'll be a fun. If he looks fun and if he is a good character, then I might consider getting him. Again, there's just one of the things that Kuro's done well with 2.0 is you do kind of want all of the characters. Like, I don't not want Roccia. If I had the means to guarantee and get a Roccia, along with being able to still have enough feasibly to get other characters, I'd probably go for Roccia. I think she could be pretty fun. She could be pretty good with Camellia. So, like, it's not like I don't want her. It's just I think I have to prioritize other characters over her. So, she's a cool character. I do like her. I'm much more interested in some backstory about Pero, though, than what we got. But no, I think today was pretty cool. The story, again, her trailer was really awesome, and I really enjoyed that. So thank you guys for being here, and we'll be back another time. Depending on certain things, maybe Freya and I will keep streaming Infinity Nikki tomorrow. Kind of depends on schedules and stuff. I know Freya's pretty busy. But we might, Infinity Nikki got a new update, so there's new stuff there, so we might look at that tomorrow. I do have some ideas for other videos about, especially Wuwa analysis stuff. I may try to look into, CBT1 story and kind of analyze that, because there was a lot of talk about CBT1 when I was looking at the comments for my Renacita analysis video, which again, if you haven't seen that, go check it out. If you have seen it, awesome. Just keep in mind, there are spoilers for 2.0 in that, so if you haven't done 2.0, maybe hold off. Yeah. I've got some other ideas in the works. I just want to find like some CBT1 stuff and kind of think about that. I may or may not turn the analysis of Roccia's trailer into its own video from earlier today. I don't know if it's in-depth enough. If I feel like I really added enough to the conversation to do that. I feel like there are probably other people who can do it way better than me, but maybe I'll add it just to look at it. But thank you guys for being here, and then we'll see what happens if anything goes on tomorrow, or if we get some new videos and stuff coming up. We will see for next time. So thank you for being here, and I will see you next time for things. Take care.